Fast
But
Overwatch.
without any further ados, we've got the Protoss player. He's been ripping it through lots of tournaments. He's on Storm Gaming. It's PiLiPiLi.
And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner. It is the red Zerg player, XXQuickScope. I don't know if I want to say xXQuickScope. I'd love that. A player's like, xXQuickScope. Like,
Excuse me, my name is pronounced XXQuickScope.
It's actually KaSaKaSaQuickscope. There's no EX. KaSaKaSaQuickscope. I don't know, man.
It's like, it's like they actually type out the beatbox, like exactly how it would be pronounced.
That would be
like,
awesome.
Actually, you pronounce my name
X.
and I'm like, wait, you have to say it every time? Yeah, it's. I'm like, you are awful. Why would you make a caster do that ever? But occasionally it happens. Shout out to Bacon Infinity in the chat, one of the other awesome community casters out there. Oh, sorry, Silly Better. I love Bacon. Hearts to Bacon. We love Bacon.
I wasn't dissing you, Hawkeye. I was just like, I don't think any of... Someone was asking how much money we make for doing this, and I was like, yeah, we don't make money. Maybe you do, Jack, but I don't. I don't think you do, Jack.
No, I don't.
Okay, good. I was like,
for the passions. I'm actually distributed. JaKaTaK for casting us 13 passions to you. Very well. Use them. Right. DrennoC as well. 13 as well.
esports dollars.
Yes.
I get 10,000 esports dollars is equivalent to 13 passion dollars.
Yes, passion dollars then equated into real dollars.
It's actually the passion guinea.
0.00129 cents, which is a small amount, but if you keep working on it, you can turn it into real dollars. That's right. Start farming that new cryptocurrency, the passion dollars.
Buy it at passiondollars.com.
I love that.
Whoa! By the way, stuff is happening.
StarCraft is a game. Nice attack here. Got a really quick 6 lings over here, and PiLiPiLi's building pylons over here, trying to get them up. The mothership core is finishing up.
Mothership core is 1 or 2 seconds out. Zealot got himself into a phenomenal position. Is going to be able to get rid of 4 lings in total. Another pylon's going to go down, but 1 pylon has been finished in the mama core. She is running, she's dashing, she won't let her babies die, but will she be quick enough? And these lings may be able to just pull out, and they still can actually... Whoa, mama core! What are you doing? What are you doing?
Angry. Angry there for a second that the defense was not as handily done as she would have liked. She said, well, I will attack your nexus. Defend better next time. And, it's a little bit messed up, but, mama ship core's got to do what a mama ship core's got to do. Keeping the peace, making it real. We have this pylon that is going to go down, so pretty decent amount of mineral damage been done so far with just 6 Zerglings to start off with. A couple of reinforcements coming in, of course, to continue on that aggression as the aggress begins to aggress and cannot escape.
He begins to digress from the aggression. He
begins
to digress into a third base.
Yes,
QuickScope gets some damage done, forces out pylons, forces out some 0 worker kills, surprisingly enough, and then is going to take the third. Thankfully for PiLiPiLi, he does scout it. He says, cool, I know what is up. And by the way, to the man in chat asking if we make money, we do accept donations.
I'm
100% sure about that.
Send in those donations to exactly where you would send them. I'm sure that will be typed out to you at some point in time. Please go ahead. If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and inquire in the chat, and someone will get to you. Do you know why? Because this chat is awesome. That's why. In the meantime, we do have Twilight Council coming down from here, and we do have the pylon. Nice positioning there. And those nicely positioned pylons, perfectly placed by the Protoss to keep things nice and safe and beautiful. Dep's going to go ahead and block up this wall, and we are up to a total 4 gates with Blink on the way.
PiLiPiLi will just use these adepts to hold for a while and then go into a larger Blink push. What do we have for QuickScope, though? Adding on another gas, a Roach Warren, an Evo Chamber on the way. Looks like he's going to be going probably the Roach Ravager style of things. And just a thought on this map, this is... technically this is game 1, but this is one of the largest maps. Is it the largest map in the map pool? I think it's the largest.
It is the largest map in the map pool.
Macro-wise, for QuickScope, this is the best he's going to get.
Yep. Absolutely. Zergs tend to like the more open, the larger maps, because they can really take advantage of the mass expansion, the economy, more so than the other races can, just because of the larva mechanic allows them to just crank out workers in a moment of safety. And we have over here more gateways from PiLiPiLi. We've got the Warp Prism coming out, and a couple of sentries might be able to see some shenanigans on the ramp, or just coming in for some, sentry, blink stalker action in general. Looks like they're getting into position now.
3, 4 overlords for QuickScope could possibly scout those gateways on the way. In total, I think it's 6, 7-ish gateways. I don't know, I can't count, but there are a lot of gateways out. DT Shrine. Oh, Jack, are we going to see those Archons? Oh.
Yeah,
or
anybody else would be like,
DTs?
oh, cool, DTs. With PiLi, it's like, oh yeah, he's just making Archons. He's not even going to use the cloak at all. I love this. He picks up the 4 units that he made that can't blink, and then he brings them across with the Warp Prism. Going to warp in more Stalkers along the way, and there is nothing scouting this. Am I right? Did he fly past it over? No, he's good.
No, he did not. He's got it.
At all. Ooh, Ling, though, is going to notice this happening, and he'll be able to...
QuickScope is getting ready to defend his 3rd. However, we have Blink and we have a Warp Prism, and one of them are mobile forces for Sentry. Force field. There's the force field, but only one force field. Now there's Corrosive Biles, only a few seconds delayed. PiLiPiLi is going to have some sweet micro tricks. Stalker with Blink, I'm not sure is going to be enough. QuickScope getting right on top of the army. He's feeling confident, and with that Corrosive Bile, really quick decision making from QuickScope, I think PiLiPiLi is going to be pushed back. And at first, I was going to say, well, PiLiPiLi can blink from the high ground to low ground, but then again, Corrosive Biles just negate the forward thinking. You can't quite be as smart. You just have to get out of there for PiLiPiLi.
Yeah, really nicely done there. Able to avoid a lot of the Corrosive Bile. It's a really cool dance between the Blink and the Corrosive Bile there, trying to predict movement, move in. We have a nice Blink into the main here. Force field down, gonna delay a little bit, not so hard. He's able to pull the second force field. There it is. Yeah, a little bit more in time there. Gonna keep things alive. 3rd force field down as well. Gonna help quite a bit, and that big delay, he's got a pretty nice concave here. Ooh, the worker's gonna come and help out. Oh man, this Warp Prism just keeping everything safe and managing to stay alive against the Corrosive Bile. Just great micro from PiLiPiLi.
Great micro from QuickScope too, getting the Corrosive Biles down, and you got to remember, even with Corrosive Bile, well, Force Field is still going to be Force Fielding off for a few seconds. DTs are finally warping in, and this is the time where PiLiPiLi's like, you think you can defend me? Defend this.
No player, no one Spore Crawler on the entire map right now.
PiLiPiLi could have a huge blink, big blink up into the main. The drones are like, yeah, we got this. They're going to worship that Spore Crawler for a little while. DT goes down, yet there's still a lot of Stalkers in the main, and ooh, QuickScope is getting a little bit indecisive sometimes. Army's not moving quite as good, but the Warp Prism is down. No high ground vision, and that's going to be the end of that aggression for PiLiPiLi. However, the 3rd base of QuickScope is going to be DPS down.
Yep, no detection over here at the 3rd, so that's going to cut into the larva of our Zerg player. Larva, very critical role, has always played, but now even more critical, as those injects only give you 3 larva per inject. So PiLi's going to back off, dealing what he hopes will be normalizing damage, and take his 3rd base.
Funnily enough, he only killed 3 workers. Not even funny, just sadly enough, he only killed 3 workers. Did get damage done into the army of QuickScope. Well, actually, what do we have units lost? PiLiPiLi has lost 2,000 to the 2,600 of QuickScope.
Yep, so pretty even overall. A little bit of advantage, but for the most part overall. A little bit of mining error there. PiLi mining 5 in gas. Shame on you, PiLiPiLi.
Oh, he fixed it.
Only for a moment. Very fixed quickly. But just looking at the overall game state here, we do have the Ravagers continuing to go through, but it's melee upgrades we see. So looking towards a more melee-focused late game as we have the first Disruptor from PiLiPiLi coming out.
Robotics facility was a little bit late. Pardon me, robotics bay a little bit late for PiLiPiLi, but he will have Disruptors on the way. A nice Adept drop Spore is going to be able to push that Warp Prism back, so the Adepts can't quite micro like they should, but Warp Prism can pick up at like 6 range, something like that. Crazy amount of range for the Warp Prism. Gets 2 out, and really right now, even if those Adepts don't do damage, which they did do damage, still, QuickScope is held back, and basically PiLiPiLi just wants to get up 4 or 5 Disruptors, and then it's go time.
Look at this DT. Like, look at this other DT. We have no 3rd base for QuickScope. He's super all in right now.
Drones.
He has to make this happen right now. He has to deal critical damage, or else the game is over and PiLiPiLi will win.
That was a little bit of prediction, JaKaTaK. I'm gonna now. We'll see lots of stalkers for PiLiPiLi. Nice corrosive biles. It's not going to be a big blink, and it's something we're seeing less of. These little blink micro tricks where you have a 5 health stalker in the front, you blink it back because of the corrosive biles. You have to do really big mass blinks to get out of the way. But oh, the disruptor shot takes out, I think, 3 or 4 Ravagers we'll see in total. Ling's Ravagers going down. Nice blink back. Another disruptor shot gets rid of 2 Ravagers. Photon overcharges also. Another big warping of Adepts to provide a little bit more tankiness, but there's just not enough here for QuickScope. PiLiPiLi blinks forward and takes out the rest of the army.
Yeah, he
just
was
economy.
So all in there. Just the late layer, PiLiPiLi noticing that, warping in the DTs, he was ready to do it, and it was interesting. He had the Dark Shrine, didn't warp him in, made the right call at the right moment, kept his 2 DTs alive, and then just planted them down on those expansions, and it was already kind of a rough state for the Zerg player as it was, with those DTs holding those expansions down on top of that, and the main mining out, not completely, but half mining out. He had to make that work at that moment in time, or else it was all over, and just really great defense, excellent disruptor shots from PiLiPiLi.
It's also one of those things where number-wise, not that many workers killed, but a lot of other units forced out, so not the best economy for QuickScope. And PiLiPiLi is just getting so good. I know he's got high hopes for WCS, and actually recently he stopped streaming because he specifically wanted to train for WCS. He said, you know what? I'm not going out of StarCraft, guys. I'm going to train. I'm going to become the next foreign hope and the next Ukrainian hope for... Or sorry, not Ukrainian.
The first Ukrainian, the first Kazakhstani hope.
Kazakhstani
hope. First Kazakhstani hope in the history of
hopes.